And it's like some asking me to explain my life still. Would you believe that? At this point, after all these recordings, all these quotes, me doing everything civilly and humanly possible to get help for myself, through the course of all these years, it's unbelievable. They asked me to explain myself like I haven't been doing it already the whole time. You feel me? I've been in a point of desperation the whole time. You got influential figures colluding with structures. They actually doing that. Celebrities colluding with structures. People who got, power and money and high positions to destroy and deprive me of sustainability and livelihoods and things like that. Last year alone, the whole time, I was getting just, in a row. You feel me? For absolutely no reason, getting bullied out of place. And then the only reason I know it was them is because 2 years prior, in 17, was it like a year or two prior? Like in 17, I was going through the same thing before my life or my profession was anything like it is today. You know what I'm saying? And they were there, and but back then though, they wasn't shame. They had no shame about letting me know it was them doing it directly. But now everybody has amnesia. You feel me? That's the situation. And so, it's just that true. So, I see these people through the way they presented themselves to me. And, that's all I know. And as of then, I wanted nothing to do with them. You know what I mean? I did everything that a regular civilian would think to do in such a situation. You feel me? A regular situation, everything, legal. You feel me? Things civil and legal that you would think to do in such a situation of extreme, you know what I'm saying? Extreme persecution. What's left really to explain that I ain't already explained? I find myself in the same position these days. It's a massive collusion. Cover-ups, all this larceny, murder, everything get trivialized, and then it get temporized through the years while I'm yet explaining the whole situation. I witnessed this. I witnessed all these all year, every year. Now this, like I've said in recent recordings, now society, people point fingers and, lay blame on certain people. But me personally, I don't accuse nobody of anything. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't say, you know what I'm saying? I ain't pointing no finger, but I'm not denying it either. You feel me? At the same time, you feel me? Because I know certain people are actually instruments being used like nets. You feel me? Like a web being used to tangle people into things. You feel me? To which their careers can be disadvantaged. And you could tell that I was one of the main targets of this conspiracy campaign because even though I don't even bite the bait, they're still following me with the web anyway. Think about it. Look what they're doing in plain sight. You feel me? That's how you know I was one of the main targets of this situation. Because don't get it wrong. I see things for what it is. I consider the Baphomet, the band of influential figures. That's, that it stretches from celebs to, legal entities and, in high societies and things. They're all one unit. You feel me? They're all one unit regardless of what their mouth say. I saw it, witnessed. That's what they're doing. So I never look at it aside from that. They're all one unit. They know what they're doing. They're doing it all on purpose. They're working together. They just try to fool the people. That's what the devil do. Deceive the people. You know what I mean? And so they've been just following me with the web. You feel me? It's like a bait. Somebody somebody bait a hook and they put something on it and throw it out there. Even though I don't bite the bait, you feel me? They're following me around the lake. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of situation. And you see it in plain sight. They just use certain people to have better leverage in order to do that. I saw the whole thing materialize from the beginning all the way to now. In regards to, in proportion to my career as an author, because that's what it's all about. It's all about my artistic abilities. This whole situation is all about my artistic abilities as an author. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about, fundamentally. That's why they doing everything that they doing, to my legacy in my life. They're trying to keep me from being able to have a legacy. You feel me? They trying to prevent me from being able to have a legacy. That's why they trying to knock my legs out from under me nonstop. And I'm surviving, barely, you feel me? By the skin on my teeth. And everybody see what they doing to me all year, every year, and nobody helps me. Instead, it's like they hype them up instead. So that's why I say things like, society is Baphomet. Society is Antichrist. It's not under God, because I'm looking right at it in plain sight. They see what's going on. Ain't nobody disrupting nothing. Year after year nonstop. Every day, day by day, I don't have a life. You feel me? I never live. You feel me? My whole life, all year long, holidays, everything is this. You feel me? They nonstop hunting me, and nobody disrupts them, but instead they're trying to disrupt me from surviving. That's why I say society is not under God. You feel me? Their priorities are in the wrong place. If they was under God, they'll be trying to help serving the God. You feel me? Instead, they trying to help me, starve and freeze to death while they trying to, I don't know what their intention is for these people that's blatantly, shamelessly, bodaciously just, evil and sinister. You see, and that's why I say the things I say. So, people say explain, what exactly do they want to know? I have no problem. I'm transparent. I don't have nothing to hide. There's really nothing that I haven't already said. The slander thing, they know that. All year long, man, it's people that watch my life, bro, illegally. Some people, I have this thing whereas I've grown accustomed to the situation. Some of it's weird because it's what my life was turned into systematically and strategically. Okay, you got different sections of people. You got people who are good people and you got people who are evil people. And, evil people at one point in time, my early years, 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, evil people were hearkening to my life. You feel me? Predominantly. You feel me? It was nothing but violence. I didn't know, I didn't know what was going on. Never. I didn't do anything to bring it on myself. I was just a talented author. And the more people saw my talent, and they saw I had my own ideas, and I was going in a different direction against the grain, I guess. I was talking about God and things, and it wasn't cool at the time. So I got violence for it. That's the only thing that makes sense about it. Anything else was just co-activity premeditated for me. And I get to that later. But, so it's different people in the equation. Now, back then, it was predominantly evil people. I didn't understand why. It was just at a certain point in time, around 2014, everything was good. And then just the year after that, things just turned like a dramatic change. I didn't understand it. Like, I was interacting, that was when I used to interact on social media. That changed. I got recordings talking about my interactions on social media around that time period recently. I got one called Differences, I think. I just made that recording like a week ago. Not long ago. So, all of that changed. I started, it was like people was just like trying hard to have a problem with me. Like, it's like, I was sitting there posting Bible verses and, inboxing people, encouraging words, posting encouraging stuff. That's all I was about, before I had, I wasn't being persecuted. I didn't know, about the storm that was coming. And I was going through a storm, but, it's more the same. I didn't really, I ain't let that change who I was inside. So I did, but what I was putting out to the world wasn't consistent with what I was getting back, basically. That's what I'm saying. It started like I was putting out nothing but good vibes, and I started getting like a mass of hate. I didn't understand what it was, and it was all bad. And now in later times, though, like say around 2019, that's probably around the time for the first time where I started noticing like a lot of good people, good people. Now, mind you, the whole situation is illegal. You feel me? And I'm gonna explain that. It's illegal because of my testimony, the nature of the things. And it's weird because I didn't even know. It's like my new information that I learned this year. You know, that the fact that I had fame longer. I had fame that predated my, you know what I'm saying, my artistic career. I had fame that predated that I did not know about, though. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't a problem child or nothing like that. You know, but I had fame on me, predated that. We were just, my people was normal. You feel me? So, I mean, people couldn't make their speculation. You know what I mean? It wasn't no reason for it, like physically, but I already had fame on me. You feel me? Before I started writing. I didn't know that until this year. You feel me? So, I mean, it was weird. So, I mean, people, like, I've noticed, like, this, like the last couple years, this was like the first time ever, you know, when I had good energy was being mixed in with the bad energy, you know, like as far as the illegal operation and situation of the invasion of my privacy. You feel me? Like the stalking on my life. That's like the whole situation is not right. But because of the nature and the extreme nature of the situation, the gravity of it, I've grown accustomed to, you know, what my life is turned into, meaning, you know, because I'm an author, I'm an artist, I'm famous because I'm a good author. I accept that. It's true, you know, but at the same time, the attack I've been getting from the evil people has been using that fame as an entrance and an excuse to try to take my life anyway, or destroy my life, or sabotage my life, or do things bad to me. But the good, or, you know, they follow my life, even if it's not formally, you feel me? They follow my life because they want to see the miracles of God that follow my life, feel me? And so that's a ministry, you feel me? So it's like my life became this. That's a ministry for them people to see. I mean, the miracles of God, I want people to see that. Because then they show, I mean, that's great. Miracles follow me everywhere, you know, all year long. I've shown wondrous miracles to the anybody who can see them. All over, you know, all over the nation, you know, but, you know, that will be okay if you under God. I mean, I don't understand, you know what I mean? It's weird like that, but, that's, you know, so I'm tolerant of that, but the thing is, it mixes, you feel me? Because it's certain influential figures that take advantage of the situation that they help facilitate. You know what I'm saying? Like, they turned my life into this with their evils, and then they exploit me in my low points that I get from being in this kind of position, from the persecution, and they use that to further destroy my life, or at least try any window opportunity they get, while publicly to everybody else they make it seem like we're on good terms or something. You feel me? When they know, you know, this whole time they've been mercilessly hunting me like a wild animal. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and the Lord just been with me. You know, whenever they got the chance. And the reason they were doing that was because of larceny, the murder-larceny collusion. It's a conspiracy agenda that's under the radar going on by that band of, you know, influences and, you know, evil political energy. You feel me? Legality and all that. You know what I mean? All this stuff. It's one massive situation. You feel me? One massive crime cornucopia. And I mean, I didn't learn that till later. You know, I didn't know this when I was writing these quotes. You know, so I found this out like breadcrumbs, like bread trail. You know, little by little, I learned that, you know, I'm being attacked by evil people. I mean, I didn't want to personalize the experience, but it's like the structures themselves in the last year or so, it's as if, like I said, people blame certain people for for these things, you know, but I don't, you know, confirm nor deny the situation because of what I've learned, you know. I don't confirm or deny the participation of some people in this situation, you know, because that in itself is used as a way to murder me or destroy or attack my, you know what I'm saying, to further disinvent me. It's absolutely a diabolical scheme, you know, One person. I mean, it's massive. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. I mean, I've been explaining this whole situation for years. You know what I mean? I seen structure just have blatant disregard for my life, anything. And I didn't understand why. I didn't do anything. You know, try to live a godly life the whole time. I mean, I didn't know about all this stuff was going on behind the scenes. And so, I mean, that's the truth as I know it, man. And then back to this other situation, everybody know when I talk about the miracles and things, they know about, I mean, the scripture truth, because some of these same people, like I said, blended with good and bad people, have illegal access to my life. You feel me? It mixed. So, it's just a mess, feel me? Because some people can see the miracles, the goodness of God, and that's what I want everybody to see. But some people using that to destroy me. And in this short period of time, the last 2 years alone, many people saw all types of miracles. You know, I broke down wisdom and consistent with reality. You feel me? I didn't have the same type of platform that a lot of other people got. You feel me? And I'm still losing platforms in plain sight. You know, I mean, I predicted this happening years ago when I had all my platforms. You know what I'm saying? I'm losing them still in plain sight. I don't understand that. You know, I've been called for indemnity, you know, to the structures years ago because I saw this coming. It's like at this point in time, somebody, I ain't gonna say no names, you know what I'm saying? Somebody pre-planned for my legacy to be destroyed, you know, right now. You feel me? Like at this time. And they doing everything to try to push that. You know, they destroying my platforms. You know, they just tried to like deprive me like twice in a row without cause. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, intellectually, illegally, like criminal mastermind type stuff. You know, depriving me of sustainability and things. All this at one time. You feel me? Which they also been doing. You see? All these years anyway, even before I had awareness of them, that they was even aware of me. I wasn't even aware of myself until like 3 years ago. I mean, as far as my identity in God. And so it's people that seen the miracle, they seen the power of the Holy Ghost, and to protect their interests or whatever, you know, whatever they tried to do, you know, they renounce God. You feel me? Blatantly. Knowing, and after seeing and knowing otherwise, they made the active choice to blatantly blaspheme the Holy Ghost. And that's happening as we speak. The one unforgivable sin be committed on occasion. You know, because people built empires on falsehood. You know what I'm saying? And then they try to kill you and be mad because what? The tide come in and just wash the house out. They built their house or their empire, they built their castle on the beach instead of on the concrete, on the rock. Feel me? I'm just saying, like, you know, so they destroy everything about you because the Bible is true. I mean, God, like, just the truth about the situations are made clear. You know, I can explain, man, all year, every year, like I have did. You know, it's getting to the point where I'm realizing less interest in truth is. Like, I'm seeing like a shift in the atmosphere now. You know, it's as if truth and things are like now becoming less important. And I predicted this like 2 years ago. You know, I said society go come, they read my quotes. I'm talking about all this. I said society go get to the point where falsehood, I mean, where truth and facts and all this is no longer gonna matter. They intentionally made it like this, man. You know, so I mean, been going through this for a while. And I didn't even understand, I've been fighting blind. for years. And now I'm starting to be able to see what I was really up against all that time. I did not know at the time, feel me? I was just observing what was happening in my personal life. And then this what it turns out, feel me? Yeah, I mean, I'm not an expert, you know what I'm saying? Just a regular person trying to gain understanding on what's happening in my life. And that's been the situation. Anytime I'm talking about my life, these artists and gangs that they, and they got military technology, you know what I'm saying? And they use them to torture you. You feel me? Just because the truth of your words is getting out. And they do that still, and that was some of the ones they smile at everybody's face, make it seem like we on good terms. But this what they're doing to me, trying to like control and keep a lid on me or something. When they should be checking the ones that's responsible for doing this to my life all this time. You feel me? Instead, they're here instead of there. You feel me? So you see there's a tremendous imbalance right there. You feel me? Something horribly is wrong. You feel me? Because they're here when they should be there. That's the problem. And that's telling you that these situations, they intentionally organize themselves. It's a strong possibility. To ignore somebody's testimony all year, every year. All they cries for help, their reports. This situation could have been prevented before it snowballed. Allowing it to get this bad anyway. And then imply destroying me anyway after all my testimony, my blamelessness proven, and the guilt of demons proven, destroying me anyway if anybody can be prosecuted or brought to justice about the situation. That's happening now, simultaneous to deprivation of my, sustainabilities and the assimilation and larceny of my artistic works and ideas. You know what I'm saying? All of this is one situation. I'm being eaten alive by demons and nobody helps me for doing the work of God. I mean, what do anybody want to know? Like, as far as this situation, this is what I feel safe with. You know what I'm saying? Because of the nature of the things I've gone through, I could explain things like this with a platform like this. This is the best possible, you know what I'm saying? This is the best way for me. I can make these recordings all day. As long as I'm able to maintain my platform, which they're trying to prevent. But you see it, not everybody see the pattern though. It's one massive demon campaign against the Lord, against God, against what's right, against the good. It's bad versus evil. Good versus evil and bad versus good. Like it's just what it is. Man, age old battle. You gotta remember in the Bible, man, Job ain't do nothing to deserve. It don't always mean you did something. Sometimes people just want what you got, feel me? And if you don't have nothing tangible, meaning you don't have money or possessions or anything, sometimes they just want your brand, your swag, your identity, your style. You feel me? So, and if that's the case, then you got to disappear. You got to disappear. They can't have you in the earth if they're trying to fill your spot. You feel me? And so that's why this happening. And some of those people, they might get rich off of another person's brand, and they give the structures a cut of that, you know what I'm saying, or those proceedings or taxes of that. Then that conflict of interest. Your existence is a problem for the structures, you know what I'm saying? Think about it. It's a problem for their money. Because if they're getting paid with the money that influential figures made off of stealing somebody else's style or brand, then it's like a domino effect. You feel me? So their interest is in my destruction just as well as the interest of those who tried to, steal my brand and stuff. Things they doing on the low the whole time against an innocent man for no reason, but they just want the brand or the swag. You feel me? I mean, it's petty like that. It's extremely petty. You wouldn't think it would be petty for you talking about such powerful, influences and stuff. You would think that they'd be spending their time doing something way more important, but it's not the case. You feel me? They really lean down. You know what I'm saying? They got all they stacks on the side, and they lean down to a poor man, and they eating a poor man up. You feel me? It don't make sense, but it's happening.